The original Stubbies we started in 2000, so we've spent about 8 years refining these. Every year or so we're just changing them a little bit. We've narrowed down the tails, not quite as much as the Fusion Stubby. The rails are slightly slimmer as well. They've got a little bit more nose lift too than what they used to have, so they're a little bit more forgiving on takeoffs. The fin system can be either just a normal thruster, or if you want to get a little bit more manoeuvrability out of them, you can go under the twin fin setup with the tail fin and just adjust that to how you want. They ride good in just about any sort of surf. They paddle into waves extremely well and are very forgiving. We've got a double concave through the tail, and that just seems to give you a lot more flow when you come out of your turn, a little bit more speed as you come out of your turns. So they just seem to accelerate out of your turns. It feels exciting when you actually surf them. I hadn't ridden one of these for a while, and I swapped with a guy out at Flinders. He wanted to try my 6'6", and I rode his 7'6", and I just couldn't believe how good it went. You could come off the bottom and really set your turns up because you had the volume in the board, and yeah, it was it was a pleasure to surf. The guy couldn't believe how good his board actually went when I rode it, so he thought about he should practice a bit more and keep with the same board instead of getting a smaller one. These boards are really good for people that are get back into surfing. They're heaps better than mini Mels because you can drop at least 6 inches to a foot in the length of your board and still have the same buoyancy and wave catching ability. So it's heaps easier to manoeuvre a smaller board around than what it would be an 8-foot board if you've got a 7-foot Stubby. So anybody that's like around 80 kilos, these are ideal boards. They float. If you're a more experienced surfer, you probably can get away with a slightly thinner one. So we do different thicknesses in them. We do them from 3 inches to 3 1/4 inches. So there's all sorts of variations in them. The rails too, we can beef up a bit if you need a bit extra buoyancy and you want to keep down that, under that 7'6" length. So there's lots of things we can do with them, and there's lots of variations in them. They're still around the same sort of width. They're 21 1/4, the same as a 6'6". So we just spread it out over those 3 lengths: 6'6", 7 foot, and 7'6". The board would be good for people that are getting back into surfing. They haven't surfed for a fair while. Put on a little bit of weight, and probably 80 kilos. If you're more experienced surfer, maybe 90 kilos. Beginners, probably up to 80 kilos, you'd be able to ride this board quite comfortably.